everyone, welcome to the Age of Listening channel. Today I've got a bit of a question for you. I had a dream that was very, very vivid, and you know the type of dreams that you're supposed to take notice of? Well, I've drawn some really bad pictures, so to hopefully illustrate. I do apologise. Anyway, so in this dream, I'm facing the not the sea, I'm facing inland, and there is beautiful white sandy beach, but it's so white it's fake. It's like snow. It's that white. And I felt this real heat on my back, and I thought, gosh, it's like when you're standing in front of a open fire. And I turned around and I saw this sun, and the sun was huge. I mean, and my first initial thought was, well, no wonder my back was so hot. And then my eyes quickly looked over at the moon, which was larger than the sun, with what only looked like sort of 100 miles distance between them. It felt like the moon was about to touch the earth. That's how close it was, which terrified me. Anyway, and then the sky wasn't blue. You'd think it'd be blue with all that sun, but no, it was white. The sky was white, and in between the sun and the moon, there was like a cutout, almost like the sky was overcast, but there was a cutout and you could see blue in between. And in the middle of that cutout, and it was a perfect circle, there was what some people call Planet X or Nibiru. Now, I've actually seen the Planet X or Planet X or Nibiru. I've actually seen it with my naked eye, and I know it wasn't any other planet because I've got an astrology or astronomer, or I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's a blinking app. And all the planets always show up, even the satellites, everything shows up. And I've held it up to it, and it's not there, but I can see it with the naked eye. So, for all you budding intuitives out there, what the heck was that about? I'm thinking I might do a spread on this, tarot spread, and see what it says. But it's not gone away. It's about 3 days ago now, and I still can't get my mind off of it. Right, that's it. Bye. Okay, so I've done 2 spreads. One's longer, not long, but I've done a shorter version. So we're coming to an end, a new way of thinking, and a completion. So death is always, sort of given another opportunity. One door closes, another opens. A hangman for me is purely about looking at life from a different perspective. And I don't see this as a heavy load. I know it's been drawn as a heavy load, but, orange is kind of, it's all about that energy and the fire. This is a person who's carrying all of his energy in front of him. It's a driving force. It's not behind him, it's in front of him, and it's coming home. So we've got a completion, guys. What on earth does that mean? Ooh, let's do another card, actually. Oh gee. Come on, might as well go for it. So something is very quickly coming to an end. Something is very quickly coming to an end because it's the near past. It's like it's drawing up close to an end. But where something ends, something new appears. Hoping it's not something too drastic. Present. This is about, I always class 4. 4 is always about stability, manifesting stuff to create foundations. So, here with a new way of thinking, there's going to be a stability. Is that a I wonder if that's a right, okay, hold on. Us or the planet? Is it stability for us or the planet? To me, these are no cards. Major Arcana are yes cards, and they're both saying no. But if we're to look at it as what they are, slowly moving forward, very slow, and this is your imagination, something subconscious. Oh gosh, I don't know. Shouldn't have tried to be clever there, should I? What do you guys think? None of them strike me as a yes card for either of them. But anyway, a new way of thinking is going to keep us stable. And the future, we've got a new path. We've got that energy. Energy is coming, it's completion. And it's going to bring temperance. This is always given, give and receive. 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the water. Giving and receiving. She has reached enlightenment. It's another completion card, basically. And if you keep on that balanced state, if you keep on that sort of centered state, then you end up going to nirvana. Because to me, that's kind of nirvana or heaven or the crown chakra, because she's already got her crown chakra is already completely well and truly open. Another clarification card. Balance. Oh my giddy aunt. Balance. So yeah, completion. It's going to bring balance. That's what I see. That near future, it's going to create balance. I'm more of a headline girl. I don't really go into things too much, but there you go. That's the short one. Hello everyone, welcome back. So I just did a spread and I waffled on a bit. So I thought, oh, forget it, I'll leave that. I felt it was too specific for that particular dream. It didn't tell me much that I didn't already know, which was that, for instance, the situation card was the Ace of Swords, and the past and the situation. Oops, sorry, bang my mirror, bang my stand. Was the Queen and the King of Swords upside down. So we know there's lies and deceit. So no news there. No new news. No new. Oh my goodness, no new news there. Okay, so this time I'm going to do a spread for specifically what is my guide trying to tell me about my dreams, because I've got a few of them and they keep coming back, and it's always about planets and it's always about the sun. I'm not an astrologer or astronomer. I really don't know anything about it, really, bar what most people do. Not enough to teach on anyway. Right, so querent, let's put, I got that in the last spread as well, blimey. Situation, I'm doing uprights. The atmosphere. Past. Near future. That was the near future in the last spread. Holy moly. That was exactly the same. Got that as well. Advice. That was advice last time. And I have shuffled these. Oh, and that was the advice last time. So we do a main clarifier. Yeah, oh my goody aunt. Right, okay, so a lot. Wheel of Fortune as well underneath. Right, so let's move these in then so we can see properly. So what are the reasons that my guide gives me dreams about the moon and the sun and the stars all the time? So the situation. Before I got the Ace of Swords, and interestingly, when I asked now, what about all of my dreams? What is my guide trying to tell me? Here you've got the Knight of Swords. So my guide's really trying to tell me something, because with the Knight of Swords, he's riding into the wind, okay, against the wind. And whenever, for me, a character is facing this way, it's going backwards. So in other words, returning to old ways of thinking and communication. So I would take that as my guide is trying to talk to me about getting some new knowledge, messages. Nights are always about messages. So yeah, probably the only thing that comes down to my mind is my guide's trying to talk to me like I'm a child. Going back to all ways of communicating through dreams to try to get it through my head, a message that's coming through. The situation, the general situation is, this is contemplation, looking into something that's been planted already and hoping it will grow and watching it grow. Whenever you have 7, it's always about reflection, control and assessment. So for me with this one, yeah, watching it grow, perseverance. I'm watching this play out in front of me. My guide is giving, you always got to go back to the main question. My guide is wanting me to reflect on what is given to me. In the past, this is my teenager card. For here, it's always, this person is imbued with spirituality. It's a stable block. It's stability. It's not going anywhere because it's flat on the floor. So this is somebody who's got the attitude of, I have my guide with me. I'm raring to go into the right frame of mind. So which frame of mind am I going? Because that will decide, and that little spinning top there is like the Wheel of Fortune. That will dictate if I'm successful or not by how I approach this subject. And actually, that's always been kind of how I've tried to be balanced, because it is about duality and balance too. Okay, going on with the question again then. What is all these, what is my guide trying to tell me through these dreams? So the near future, this is give and take, trying to give me something. Using my intuition with cups. They've got flowers, got lilies on them. So this is to prosper me, to bless me. Advice either side. Main advice, clarify. This is stability, to bring me stability. I mean, it's not bringing me that much stability because, quite frankly, it was terrifying. But it's to give me knowledge. And swords are always about passion, energy, get up and go. And with 4, again, 4's manifestation, foundations and stability. So although it's like a celebratory sort of card, it's 4, it's stable. To ground me. This person is in peace because he's done, and in power, in a place of power, because he has worked hard for where he is, how he's got there, concerning his money and his family around him, or his wealth or his status. It's very slow moving energy, so there's a lot of stability here. Looking at the main whole of the situation, we've got the initiate card. So a lot of people disagree with me on this. I don't really care. This is how I feel. This card here is the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords, this is about, 8s are always accomplishment, mastery and action. This is a card of advancement. And everyone goes, how can it be advancement? But it is, it's about advancement, which is why she's the initiate. So she's leaving all her thoughts behind her, which is why they're behind her. She's blindfolding herself because she's stating that I was blind and I was trapped by my own feelings. So once, and this is very Freemasonry, so once you take the blind off, it's very symbolic. Once you take the blind off, you are saying, I was blind, but now I can see. I'm no longer bound by my old ways of thinking. I can step forward, being a new person with new ideas, which is why when you get the, is it the Six of Swords? Yeah, Six of Swords, where she's on a boat and all the swords are in front of her. So, taking that on board. So you've got the prosperity. She's almost like the little sister of the Empress. The main situation is we're being given, I'm being given, and you are if you're still listening to this, an introduction, a chance to be given new knowledge. You're about to be initiated into a situation which is going to prosper you and make you independent, because she's the independent means. Okay, let's do just a few clarifiers. Let's clarify the future then, the near future. Let's turn it up the other way. Cards are really playing up for me today. Lovers. So you can't really get better than that. I mean, that's the completion, that's the rising up. She's looking up, she's seeing higher things. So it's duality in recognizing that we are where we are in the grand scheme of things. This is the end of the learning cycle. They are now one. They're understanding. And you've got this huge sun as well. I mean, the sun was literally that big, you know, in the horizon. It was that big. It was so big. So there's new illuminations coming. We're being given something. We're moving into a new way. We're going to think. We're being initiated, and it means we're going to be independent. In the past, teenager card. I mean, there's children here, isn't there? In this whole thing, the teenager card, stable. How are we going to think? Because in this section of the tarot, because there's three main sections in the tarot really. There's the mastery at one end, the learning, and then the living. And this is in the I think it's the first card in the living arena, which means, okay, you've learned everything so far, and now you've got to put it into action. And although he's like learnt all the fool's lessons, he's really got to get a move on now. He's really got to put it into practice and decide what you want to think, what you want to manifest, what you want to feel, because it's the miniature wheel of fortune. So, and what comes up must come down. It's law of attraction as well. With the atmosphere is one of, again, he's looking. We've got to look back into different ways, because although, I mean, with the Page of Swords, yes, it's a young person, there's a bit of immaturity, a certain amount of inexperience as well. And he's got this sword. He's not looking at the sword, he's looking back. So he's looking back into the past, and the wind he's against the wind, but he's looking back at that. And of course, we know here we're being given an opportunity. Well, I'm being given an opportunity to look at things that will bless me and to bring me closer. Hopefully not to the afterlife at this rate. I don't know what's going on, but you know, the advice here is it will bring stability. Both of them, you couldn't get, I mean, this is just stability, 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 stability in energy and in our earthly life. To me, this is earthly life and all the stuff that goes with it, all the practicalities, and this is going to bring stability. So yeah, okay, we'll leave it as that. I wonder if that clarifies or helps in any way. I think it does. All right, bye.